Hey, welcome to this FastLane tutorial. FastLane is a PowerPoint add-in that helps you make better slides while saving a ton of time. It has different versions tailored to different companies and can also be easily customized by the user. In this tutorial, I will show you some of the most useful features on FastLane's sidebar here on the right and on the ribbon tab on top. Now say we need to write a slide about baguette consumption in France, for example. Let's start by getting the French flag by writing France in this box over here. And voila! And let's also get the country's editable map from this other box below. There we go. Now we can use FastLane's sidebar to quickly style the map with our custom colors, in this case from Deloitte's palette. So as you can see, using the sidebar, I can change fill, line, and font colors. Now, let's say that we have no data for this region. We can color it gray and red and use an icon to illustrate it. We can find an image online, color it, and remove its white background using the sidebar. This is something very useful that you wouldn't generally be able to do without FastLane. Let me just add an NA here. Now, just so I don't forget, I'm going to leave a yellow sticker on the slide, reminding me to cross-check this data. Now I'm going to add a standard footnote on the bottom with my current source. Moving on, let's now highlight a few regions here using these trackers. A, B, and C. And let's now place an arrow here pointing to the right-hand side of this slide, where we will talk a bit more about these regions, Normandie, Bretagne, and Occitanie. I'm going to divide them by these lines that I'm going to make gray and dashed using the sidebar. And of course, let's make this all evenly spread and paint the boxes according to the map. You know what? I think I should swap Bretagne and Occitanie. For that, I can use this button for the boxes and for the trackers. Done. And now I can bring the trackers to the right-hand side and do a bit of work on them. To select them all, I can hit this button. It selects all other shapes with the same width. Now I'm going to change their font color to gray, increase line width, and make them smaller. And also, let's make Bretagne stand out in red. Moving forward, I will use the editable green V's and red X's to point out the reasons for the strengths or weaknesses of the baguette industry in each of these regions. Last but not least, we need a title for this slide. As you probably have experienced before, titles sometimes just won't fit our standard title box. But with just a slight character compression, we can get it done and move on. By the way, let's change the document language to English here. Now, if you work with tables, you know how frustrating it can be to simply add a new column. If you use PowerPoint's button for that, your columns change sizes and it's difficult to get the text to fit again. This would take us a while. So let's go back to the original table and use FastLane for that. You can see that it nicely maintains the size of the current columns and you can adjust a new column with these buttons. And we're ready to send these two slides to a colleague. By selecting slides 2 and 3 and hitting this button, instead of having a ton of manual work, FastLane will prepare an email for me with those slides attached. There they are. And the last thing I want to show you is this button over here. It opens a window that allows you to customize your colors and buttons. So if you need pink, let's say, instead of blue, for example, you can just choose it here. And by changing this number to 2 and hitting OK, you get the orange sticker in your sidebar instead of the yellow one. And that's it in a nutshell. As I said, this particular version is the one we developed for Deloitte consultants, but we are doing it for other companies as well, so check out the free trials on our products section. And if you would like to have a new version tailored for your company, just drop us an email and we'll happily get it done.